All right, everybody, welcome back to another UIP, United Insurance Professionals podcast. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you for taking part, being a part of this. We desperately ask you to like, comment, subscribe, talk shit, whatever. Just say something. Say something. Let us know you're there. Let us know you're coherent. Let us know you see my boy Brandon over here. We appreciate you making time to be on today, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely. So those of you that don't know, need to tell somebody. It's my boy Brandon Freeman. He is out of Memphis, Tennessee. Are you originally from Memphis?
Yeah, born and raised.
Oh, okay. Cool. For some reason, I didn't know you were like from there. I just knew you lived there. So.
Nah, born and raised, brother.
I love it. So again, guys, Brandon Freeman out of Memphis. Man, for again, those of you that don't know who my guy is, he had a huge AEP for this Medicare season, wrote several hundreds of applications and is still continuing to do so. Has been extremely consistent, but I'm not going to tell you his story for him. I'm going to let him kind of tell you his background. So for those of the people watching that are wondering, tell them, how you got into the insurance industry, what made you get into it. Cause you're young, bro. You're what, like 13?
No, 21.
Yeah. That's what I said. So how'd you initially get into insurance?
Yep. So actually I was out of high school. I did not go to college.
Mm-hmm.
College was not for me. I wanted to hoop, but I couldn't do school. I was done. So I was working at Walmart, and so I actually met Jalen Talley.
Okay, yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, Jalen's my dude.
Yep. So I met him through a mutual friend, Charles Coleman, and got into the insurance industry after a couple failed businesses in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I tried it. I wasn't great at it at first.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped. Went to a captive company.
Yep.
Actually had a lot of success.
Okay.
I'm not gonna name names, but I actually had a lot of success.
Shout
out to the people that know.
Yep.
A lot of great friends, and I felt I reached a glass ceiling
in
that captive company. No matter how well I was doing or where I was truly headed for my life, and decided to ultimately part ways with them.
Yep.
Still good friends with everybody at that captive company, all my great mentors.
Yep.
And then now I'm here with UIP.
Yep.
And now I'm in the health and life space together.
Yes, sir.
So that's how we ended up here.
Well, no, I respect, what you just said, the fact that, not throwing shade, not, talking down, like, look, we all grow from different experiences. Yep. And the fact that you've maintained those relationships with those people is that says a lot about you and your integrity and just willingness to just be honest and transparent. Because that's one of the things. Remember, you called me. Shoot, I was in Chicago. I was driving. You called me. You were asking questions about this and that and this, and I was just fine. Like, bro, look, whatever you need to know, just tell me. I'll just send it to you. I'll just give it to you. Yeah. Let you make a decision. Yeah. So obviously, I'm ecstatic. I'm grateful that you made the decision to make the transition. What and this is nothing. I've never asked this to you personally, so I'm actually curious. Like, what has been, and this could be good or bad. So, a two-part question. From your transition from being captive, given that you had success, which is awesome.
Yeah.
What has been one of the biggest surprises from that transition? Of like, okay, because obviously making that switch, you had kind of an idea of like, it's probably going to be like this. Was it something that surprised you? And then what is one thing that has been, I guess, not just surprising, but maybe even more difficult than what you expected as well. So like one thing that surprised you and something that's been a little bit more difficult for people making that transition.
Surprising, I would have to say how much easier it is to sell face-to-face, in my opinion, because I was virtual at first. Yep. So that was, my clients are more receptive. They love me. They call me every single day. They check up on me.
Yep.
That was surprising. Because, I was always personable with customers.
For sure.
It was just 10 times easier and also harder than I expected. Growing into the leader, I needed to be personal.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is I had, being in captive company, we had a lot of great leaders who motivated you, who told you when and what to do and things like that.
Yep.
But really becoming my own business, I had to figure out a couple things internally as far as who am I?
Yep, 100%.
And not being able to lean on everybody too much and really grow into my own self. So that's been a little harder, but it's something I'm getting better at daily.
Yep, and that's a lifelong journey. But it's
Always.
good that you recognize that when you did, because that's the people that I see that come from a captive environment that are used to that structure and like we could have a 100% higher contract level or all these better leads, but if you don't have some drive and don't go to work, none of it matters. Like, none of it matters, not even a little bit. So the people that I see fail, that are like, man, like they were doing well over there because it was so militant and structured.
Yep.
Not saying that what we do isn't structured, but like, if you're not going to go to work, I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to show up to Memphis. It's 6 hours from Chattanooga. I just learned that today. I'm not driving over there. Hell no, not to tell you to go to work, bro. I'm not your dad. So like, it definitely takes some internal like fortitude and building yourself mentally and getting to that point where it's like, it's second nature. It's like, this is what we do now. This is what we do. So I love it, man. So making that transition, and like I said, man, you've absolutely crushed it. I mean, for those, again, not to put it all out there, but you've written what, 250, 300, something like that?
Probably
Medicare apps?
From probably September or August to now, probably 200.
So, and that's, again, that's crazy impressive. That's not even, not even close to a year. We got 7-8 more months, and that puts you at a, run rate of 350, 400 apps your first year, which is sick. We talk about it all the time on the content we're putting out, but 330 is 6 figures. Residual. That's net, not gross, not, deposit it and spend it all on marketing, as we cover that for you. So like, that's your money. So that's great. That's exciting. What with all the success you've had just getting started, what's next? Like where are you transforming to? What you looking at now?
For me is we're looking to grow United Insurance Professionals. My side is at least to 3,000 to 4,000 agents.
Yep.
In the next 5 years.
Yep.
My goal by the end of the year is at least to have 20 producing agents,
yes,
or maybe 50 agents total.
Yep.
But that's next, us growing not just in Memphis, not just in Tennessee, but all across the country.
Yep.
We're hiring right now. I got a few guys in California.
Yep. Shout
out Jordan. Shout out Avi. Got a guy in Oklahoma. Shout out Emmanuel. And now we're coming down here to Texas. So and then my guys in Tennessee. Shout out you, Tyler. Gonna be a dog.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. That's the exciting part for me, is like getting the different variations of people. You know what I'm saying? Like your goal is similar to like when I started growing, that wasn't even my goal. It just happened. Like I talked to you about that a couple of times. Like it really wasn't a goal. I wasn't even trying. Like it just happened. Thank God it did, because I needed it for my life to stay stable. But it happened, and you're wanting to do essentially what I've done, which is, bro, for me, that's crazy exciting, because I'm like, I know how to do that. I've done it. I'm doing it. Yeah, so I'm excited. Like it's gonna be fun, and just knowing that you have the ability to plug into the resources we've got. Anybody you bring in is gonna have leads. They're gonna have training. They're gonna have support.
Exclusive
leads.
Transparent leads.
Yep.
Somebody who is willing to talk to us, wanting to talk to us, and asking for our help. That's
so it sounds like struck a chord a little bit. So exclusive leads, that means something to you. Yeah.
I love my previous company. I love my guys, but that's why it's one of the reasons I made the switch.
Yeah.
Transparency for me personally, my morals.
Yep. Yeah.
For what I wanted to.
100%. Not having to like upsell people and revisit and visit and revisit and re-upsell just to make enough bread to pay the bills. So, and that's it's funny, because before you made the decision, because you asked a lot of questions. We had a lot of calls, which was good. That's no complaint, but it was always kind of the similar questions, like just making like 100% sure. So has everything been pretty much as advertised? Like when we talked prior to coming, has everything pretty much been?
Yep. Not gonna babysit you. Not gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna give you the tools to be successful. I'm not gonna, if you don't work, I'm not gonna force you to work.
Yeah.
But if you want to grow, I'm gonna run right with you. Yep. So that's exactly as advertised.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Like anybody out there that's looking to grow their business, start a business, because that's the thing I'm on right now, is like unlicensed people. Like, bro, you're 21. You started early, but like ain't no, like Andrew's in the room. Well, he ain't in the room right now, but he's 18, about to get his license. Like that's the time to do it.
Exactly.
You got plenty of time to screw up. Like you said, when you started, you weren't that good.
Terrible.
Bro, when I started, I was bad. Bad. I wouldn't have bought nothing for me. You like something I had to have. Like if I didn't buy it from this guy, I was going to die. I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah. If I was selling it, I was terrible, dog. Yeah. But repetition, time, like I don't know how many hundreds of presentations it took to even get decent.
Yep.
I still wasn't good.
Exactly.
But I could talk to people.
Yeah.
I could have a conversation, but selling just felt weird until it didn't.
Yep.
And when it didn't, it's like something clicked. Exactly. And now we selling.
Yeah, now we selling. We just help people, bro. Medicare is helping people.
Exactly.
People have cried.
Yeah.
To me in their homes.
Yep.
Sitting on their front couch.
Yep.
Husband and wife bawling their tears out.
Yep.
Because of what I can do to help them.
Yeah.
And that means more to me personally than the money that they put in my pocket.
100%. And it does. Like you have a real connection with that client. Now they're not just a client. It feels like family.
It is.
When you're sitting on the couch and it's like, man, hey, you just saved me $2,500 or $3,800 or put $150 a month back on my check, whatever it is. It's a great feeling. To be able, and especially it's crazy we get paid for it. That's the part that's
paid to help people.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a blessing, really. So, those of you out there that are looking for a career change, looking to get into something that is more rewarding. Like that's why I got into this. Like the idea of I was like you. I went to college because the family I lived with told me I couldn't live there if I wasn't in school, and I wanted a bedroom. Yeah. So I did. I went. But I got my license at the same time. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this school stuff, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta get out of here. Yep. So same type of thing. I was like, man, what can I do that ain't gonna make me have to go to school for 12 years? Like I want to make money too. I don't want to be broke. Yep. Got my license, made it happen. And it just keeps compounding and growing. So, just being able to give that opportunity to other people. Like it isn't just about the money, but it's the impact you can make with the little barrier to entry. Like your license ain't that hard to get.
It's not.
Like
it's a little work. That's it.
Exactly. So, and it's all at home. So
all at the house.
Yep. So growth is the goal, right? So you've already got 4 or 5 agency partners coming on board now, which is awesome. Awesome to get those guys started. We talked a little bit about it, how there's more steps to it than people think.
Yeah.
Initially, it's like, oh, it's going to be a couple buttons and we good. No, there's some stuff you got to get done, just like anything.
Yep.
But you said you want to have 20 producers by the end of this year. Is that right?
20 to 30. That's the goal.
Yep.
But also some is just helping them become successful.
Yeah.
Not just in the financial space, but I think something a lot of people lack is the mental fortitude and what it takes to be successful in our industry. As far as anybody can say words, but if you're not working on you personally, I think it's very, very hard to be successful if you're not developing too. So
I agree.
Helping them develop.
It doesn't connect with people as well. You can, like something like this, you can tell the integrity of a person and the honesty of a person by the way that they talk, the way they carry themselves, the way that they, communicate non-verbally, like the way that people hold themselves. You can tell that they've been working on themselves. So, with that idea of growth, who, what, where, what's the ideal candidate? What are you looking for personally? You said you've been kind of on that journey of growing yourself, which is amazing. With all that being said, what does that candidate look like? What's the ideal person?
I think for me is I don't want to attract perfect people. I want to help people become better.
Yep.
Because a lot of times it's not about the best, attracting the doers. Like I can't recruit you. It was very hard to recruit because I'm a doer.
100%.
Right. So I would rather, what I'm looking for in somebody is somebody who's sick of their situation and looking for a change like I was. Willing to work hard because what we do is not easy. It's simple. Simple. It's not easy. Okay. And somebody who just really wants better for themselves. I feel like I can do better bringing the best out of people by helping them see their potential and be put in the right position rather than just somebody who's already perfect. Quote unquote. So,
thanks there.
Yep. So hardworking, disciplined, or willing to become, because I'll take the C player who's willing to work 10 times harder than the A player who's going to give me half effort.
I love it. 100%. That's why I always say, like, you attract what you are. And that's the best advice I can give anybody in this is like, you're going to get what you are.
Exactly.
Like, and sometimes it's hard. It's harsh to look at yourself and be like, damn, I got rolled $10,000 of debt. Well, yeah, it's because you were scheming.
Like, you can't write no BS.
Sorry. It is what it is. Yep. I don't make the rules. God does. And I ain't him. So it just is what it is.
Shout out to him.
Absolutely. Always. So I love that. And I love what you're saying. Like, give me the C+ person or the C- person that's going to work hard and listen. Not the A+ guy that ain't going to listen to nothing, ain't going to be on calls, ain't going to participate. No thanks.
I want the most coachable person in the room. Don't give me the star player. Give me the most coachable people.
Yeah.
Like the Spurs, they won countless championships. Now they did have some Hall of Famers, but they're
of course, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the best way to answer that, the best way to paint that picture is the question, like in the insurance industry, when's the last time you learned something new in insurance?
For me personally,
yeah,
every single day.
Me too. Me too. Every day. If you ain't coachable, you ain't learning. So that's the easiest way to figure that out. I got 5,000 people that I answer to, and I learn something about every 30 minutes. I don't like all of it. Some of the stuff I learn, I'm not a big fan of, but I learned something. Yep. So I be learning stuff. So I love it, man. So I'm excited to see you grow. Where you're at right now is way above where I was at your age. 21, I was struggling, dog. I was out here. I did not have 400 Medicare clients or 200 Medicare clients. I tell you, I didn't even know what Medicare was. I was just coming off of Medicaid myself. So I was in a different wavelength than you, but it's really impressive what you've done.
Appreciate
it. You should be, impressed with yourself, really, man. I mean, I'm not saying, pat yourself on the back too much. You get too big on us, but
all glory to God.
Absolutely. That's the important part right there. But it's awesome what you've done. It's really impressive, and I'm grateful for the business partnership, the friendship we're all building here. It makes the business part way easier when we can talk and go hoop like we did this morning. Yep. You're just like we all have the same hobbies at some point. Like that makes this way easier, in my opinion.
It is being around like-minded people.
Yep. So for the people out there that might want to work with you after hearing us kind of chop it up a little bit, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm really, popping on there. Just Brandon Freeman Jr. You can text me, DM me. Facebook, Brandon Freeman. United Insurance Professional, cedarfinancial.com. Both have websites, so you guys can look us up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to work. I'm gonna be honest, transparent. I'm a little hard on people at times, but I'm gonna bring the best out of you. So that's what you're getting as a leader from me.
Yep, and just a little extra push there. Anything that UIP has as a company, anything that I have access to, Brandon does. All his people do in abundance. Again, you're not going to get a person that's going to work harder for you than Brandon. And just his results this quickly, again, at 21 is mind-blowing, to be honest with you. It's crazy. So it's super impressive. Excited to build with you, bro, and appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Let's get it.
So again, guys, thank you for hopping on this episode, watching us. That's my boy Brandon again out of Memphis. Hit us up. Send us a message with referencing him, and we'll get you in contact with him if you want to speak with him and see what he's got going on. Until next time, guys, United Insurance Professionals podcast. Again, like this shit, comment, share it on all the Instagram, socials, TikToks, whatever you got, Snapchat. That might be weird, but send it on there too. We appreciate you guys.